speakers. That is my number one tip for learning languages. So practice with people who speak English, and practice speaking, writing, everything like that with them, and so you can kind of hear how they speak and kind of mimic how they're speaking. Number two is probably to watch English movies or American movies. So therefore you can understand how people talk in daily life and stuff like that.
Would you like to talk with students, like ask some questions about their daily life, like their character? Because in the last lessons we learned about characters, like how to describe yourself, how to describe other people. And yes, who wants to speak in there? Please speak up.
Who wants to speak with Aybala?
Yes, Cameron. Don't be
Don't be
shy.
shy.
Don't be shy.
It's a good opportunity for you guys.
How about I just call on somebody?
Құралай ханым, Жансая ханым, мында Мақпал ханым,
Маржан ханым.
Okay. So let me try.
Okay.
I have to ask the questions. I don't understand.
No, in the last lessons, we said that you have to learn these vocabulary words, like how to describe yourself. For example, you can say, I'm introverted person, something like that. Because please speak whatever you want to speak, and you can ask questions from Aybala, from Cameron. And yeah, like some like American English conversation with.
Okay. This is my first lesson with speaking class. So my name is Kuralay, and I am 25 years old. And I'm here to improve my English level. And I don't know what to talk about.
What city are you from?
Yes.
What city?
Yeah.
I'm from Atyrau. It's West Kazakhstan.
Yeah, Atyrau biliyorum.
So that's I don't know. I don't know what to talk about with you.
It's okay. So do you have any questions about learning English or anything like that, or any questions about America?
As you said that we need to watch the films in English. I used to watch, but I don't understand the accent. They speak so fast, you know.
Yeah.
And
one thing I recommend for that is putting on subtitles in Kazakh or maybe Russian, because I don't know if they have subtitles in Kazakh language yet. But if you like go on like Netflix or something like that, you can put subtitles in Russian.
Yeah, I did this.
Oh, that's good. And how are you living in Atyrau right now?
Well, I can say that it's a great town because they in last years there is a not so good air pollution, you know. It's very dangerous for our health, and we every month we get sick.
Ooh. It's in Mangostau, right?
What?
Aktau is in Mangostau, right?
Yeah. It's another city.
What city are you from again?
Atyrau.
Atyrau is in Mangostau or no?
No. It's just the West Kazakhstan.
Mangostau in Aktau.
Yeah.
I see.
neither.
Hello, Cameron.
So
Hello, Sally. I'm calling sis.
I'm
is it
okay. How are
real
you?
to
Mhm.
is it real to know the 27 languages?
Yes, of course. Tell me a language. I will speak it.
Spanish?
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Camila, soy del Estados Unidos, pero hablo español porque me gusta hablar otros idiomas y yo tengo mejor amiga de Venezuela, de Maracaibo, y yo tuve un novio de México y un novio de Venezuela, pero no sé así.
Japanese?
こんにちは、お元気ですか？私は日本語話できます。私は日本語本当大好きですね。だから、アンミーのスないでしたね。
Yeah.
You
I'm
learn
shocked.
all these languages.
Yeah.
English is
And
very
little French.
difficult for us.
Oui, j'ai
French.
parlé un peu de français, on dit. Yeah, English I can understand. It's difficult because when I started learning Kazakh language, it was also very difficult. But it just has to have the motivation to learn it.
What motivates you to learn another languages? It's
Probably
annoying for me.
probably for me, the thing that motivates me is to be able to talk with other people from other countries and to be able to communicate, like for example, with you guys in Kazakh, or communicate with my friends in Shymkent or Saryagash or Almaty. That's the reason I wanted to learn Kazakh, and then other languages to go to events and travel. That's my main reason.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Good.
Thank you. Asiel, what city are you from?
Almaty.
Almaty жақсы. Almaty өте күшті қала. Менің досым Almatyда тұрады. My friend lives in Almaty.
Where you live now?
Oh, I live in America. Atlanta City.
Now you are in America, yes?
Yes.
So have you been in Almaty?
No, but I
Kazakhstan?
think inshallah I can go soon.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's my dream to go to Kazakhstan, honestly. I want to travel to Saryagash, Shymkent, Turkestan. I want to travel everywhere, honestly. Yeah.
Welcome to Kazakhstan. So
Thank you.
how do you wait, sorry. How do you meet with
Kazakh
your
is
friends?
I mean.
Meet with your friends. You said
I
you have got
usually meet with them on WhatsApp, video chat,
Ah.
or maybe Instagram or Telegram. We usually just video chat. Yeah.
I think that maybe you came there in Kazakhstan and learn Kazakh language.
No, I learned very online. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question for Asiel, if it's okay.
Yes.
I had some friends come to visit me from Kazakhstan a few weeks ago, and they told me that in Almaty it's like 30% Uyghur. Is it true?
Yes, there is a lot of nationalities: Uyghurs, Tajiks.
Wow, that's so cool. I also speak Uyghur, so I want. That's why I was curious.
In Kazakhstan, generally live about 130 internationals in our country.
Wow. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Nice to meet you.
Who was that just said something?
Me, Guljaina.
What's your name?
Guljaina.
Guljaina. Wow, that's a pretty name. Is it a common name? I don't think I've ever heard before.
Guljaina means flower. What to say?
Bright.
Yeah. I live in
think it's
Atrau.
a name.
I live in
Wow, we have a
Atrau
lot of
and-
people in Atrau.
Yeah, working in international company with expats from America,
That's
etc.
good.
And
Do you have any American friends in your company from Atlanta?
no, but my brother studied in Mississippi state
Oh.
or
Oh wow.
state.
I'm surprised nobody goes there.
Yeah.
It's very rural area. It's like owl, you know?
Yeah, camp or
Sorry?
student camp or
Small town, yes.
Ah, yeah, like
yeah,
campus,
town.
campus, campus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
camp.
Yeah. I have yeah, I've never been to Mississippi, but I've been to New York, California, Chicago, Philadelphia, and Hawaii. And Florida.
I have a question for you, Cameron.
Okay.
What city do you recommend for the immigrants to live in America?
Oh, that's a good question. It's gonna I think if depending on what you want when you come to America, for example, if you want to feel like you're in Kazakhstan, then go to Virginia or Chicago, because there are
Wow.
many Kazakhs, Kyrgyz, Uyghur, all of them. But if you want to feel the more American traditional vibe, then come to my city, like Atlanta. It's very, very American. The houses are very American looking. We have school buses, all this cool stuff like that. It's very American suburb kind of thing. If you want to get a lot of job opportunity, maybe, or like meet people from all around the world, go to New York City.
But it's New York. It's very expensive. Yeah.
It's so expensive.
It will be very hard with 2 kids.
Oh yes, definitely. New York, not for 2 kids. My town is good for 2 kids. There's
Yeah.
a lot of families here that move from other countries because my town is a great place for families.
Atlanta, yeah.
Yes,
What
the
about
suburbs of
Boston?
Atlanta. So not like centered Atlanta. Like for example, if there's Almaty and then my is Atlanta and then I live in Chunja and then I live in Alpharetta. Do you understand?
No.
Okay, so like it's like suburbs. So I don't know how to say that in Kazakh, but it's like the outskirts. It's not village, but it's
Yeah,
like
it's
a little
between the city
outside
and
the city.
village. Yeah.
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 So the main city in my state is Atlanta, which is kind of dangerous, but I live about an hour from Atlanta, so it's like a little town. It's really nice. I really like it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. We have some Kazakhs here too. We always have group meetings and everything. It's really fun.
But I wanna feel a very American vibe, you know. That's
Yeah,
why I want to live in New York. But I heard that it's very hard to live in with 2 kids.
Yeah, so New York, I don't recommend for living. I
Boston?
recommend for visiting because New York is number 1, very expensive. Number 2, the crime rate is quite high. Number
Is it?
3, there is like kind
No
of
time management. Yeah, there.
yes. So that is the main 3 things about New York that I don't like, and it's honestly really dangerous in some places in New York. So
Isn't
I
that
think
Atlanta is dangerous too?
yes, but I live in suburbs, so it's
Yeah.
honestly most of America is a little bit dangerous compared to Kazakhstan, but it's kind of the life here, but it's not like if I go outside, I'm not going to die, so it's fine.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, your picture is so pretty, by the way. Sizuta Agime.
Thank you. It's a thanks to effects, Instagram effects.
Yeah, it's good. It's pretty. I use this one too when I go on
Yeah,
Instagram.
with butterflies. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very good.
Let's see who I haven't talked to yet. Maqbal, Salim.
Salim. They are my
Salim.
children. Are interrupting me.
They're so cute.
Yes, I'm just listening.
How old are they?
my daughter is 4 years old and my son is 2 years old.
So cute. I really
Yeah.
like. They're so cute.
Okay. And,
What about Ansaya? Azim, sizlerді қалай?
Hello,
Salut.
Aybala.
Hello, my name is Nazım. Nice to
Hi.
meet you.
Nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
Okay, great. Yeah, I heard that you have the learning language, 12 language, yeah? So, yeah.
27, yeah, good.
Yeah, that's like I don't know, like that's for me is shocking, and I think this great. And I have a question for like how you study this language, and maybe you know like the strategies or skills for quick learning.
Well, for me personally, the main thing I do to learn languages, once I've learned some vocabulary in language, let's say I'm studying, I'll just give example, not actually, but like, let's say I'm studying Russian and
Mhm.
I learn Привет, как дела? My Russian is not so good, please bear with me, but вот Айбала, я из Америка, я люблю Казахстан. Let's say I know those phrases. So I will go maybe practice online with some Russian people and I will speak with those phrases that I know and they will speak back with the phrases they know or they're all of the phrases and I speak back and forth and practice that vocabulary that I've learned.
Okay, so your strategy and your advice for us is like having a buddy or some people
Yeah,
to
and
like
it doesn't have to be like someone you know well. Like for
Mm.
example, there's a lot of apps online that you can do, like Google Play Store and App Store. There is a lot of apps where you can message people from other countries and just to practice languages. Like that's the main focus of the app. And I use one app that's called Tandem. I'll write it. It's a really good app. I met a lot of my friends there. One second. Tell me if that works.
Okay, so you use App Store or you have iOS or like Samsung?
Yes, iOS.
iOS,
But
okay.
this app is also on Google Play Store.
Oh, great. Okay, thank you. And I
Yes.
have another questions. So
course.
how do you okay, can you tell us like top 5 universities in America? How do you think?
Oh, this is a good question. You guys have the best questions. Okay, so Harvard is number one, but like nobody
Yeah.
gets into that like super hard, difficult school.
Yeah. Like probability is like equal to 0.
I don't go to university yet, so I'm not too sure. But I can ask some of my friends, and you can message me on Instagram, and I will ask my friends.
Oh,
and tell-
great. Yeah, can you share your Instagram?
I will share on
yes.
WhatsApp.
Oh, great. Okay.
Okay.
By the way.
And Nazım,
okay,
what
thank
city
you.
are you from?
I'm from Kazakhstan and right now I live in Astana. And also I'm 20 years old.
Good. You're
And
young.
yeah. Thank you. What about you? Sorry, but I joined it to this lesson in like 8:30. 8 with half. Yeah.
I am 17 years old.
17. Oh, great. Yeah.
17?
Yeah, and I forgot what was the question again. How old am I? Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Okay.
like, yeah. Okay, and right now I graduated university with majority software engineering. So my aim to go to university with great education in America. So yeah, like I look forward to it, and also I search the good, great universities for my majority. Mhm.
Yes. Though, it's funny because a lot of Kazakh people want to come to US to university, but I want to go to Kazakhstan for university.
Oh, great! Yeah, you can.
I maybe
Yeah,
want to
come.
go to Nazarbayev University
Yeah.
or Al Farabi, maybe. I don't know.
Mhm. And also, you can come with my university. It's called Astana IT University. It's like
Okay.
a location near with New, and New is Nazarbayev University. Yeah.
Mm,
I
this is
I
good.
can say that also the best university.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nazim, also, I have a question since you live in Astana. Is
Mhm.
it true that in Astana a lot of people don't speak Kazakh? Is it true?
I can say that right now, no, because I met the people. It's like 50-50. Right
Uh,
now, like yeah, people can speak Russia, but I'm like my people, my environment, like my society is only speaking Kazakh.
that's good.
And
Yeah,
yeah.
because I don't speak Russian that well at all, and
Mm,
I like a lot of my friends ауылдан келді, so I don't speak. I don't have a lot of practice with Russian.
mhm,
So I am wondering, like, if I come to, I know if I go to Shymkent or Kızılırda or something like that, I will be fine. But I
mhm.
wonder if I go to like Astana, will I have trouble
Mhm.
communicating?
Yeah, I can absolutely say that you will be fine in Astana with Kazakh language because it's like national language, and
Yeah.
you have to like your how to say ұмытып қалдым.
What called it?
That
Yeah.
word, yeah, that word. And so yeah, you will be fine. You can speak always in Kazakh
Great.
language.
That's good.
Yeah, you will be
Okay.
fine. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Anyway, you can call me
Uh,
because I have the friends. They will help you.
do you speak Russian too or no?
Yes, yeah, I speak Russian.
Yeah, я учила по-русски, бірақ я не знаю очень хорошо. Көп адамдар дейді, мен қазақша акцент бар, қашан мен орысша сөйлеймін. Yeah.
Ондай
Бірақ
акцент болғаны дұрыс. Негізі сол акцентпен негізі мақтану керек адамдар. Өйткені
Yeah.
ол біздің менталитет, то есть өзіңнің әркімнің өзінің национальности бар, иә, өзінің. И
Yeah.
сол акцент, оны былайша айтқанда изюминка ғой, акцент деген. Сондықтан
Yeah.
мен акцентім бар деп андай негатив болуға керек жоқ. Әрдайым позитив болу керек, өйткені әркімнің акценті бар, бұл тамаша ғой.
Yeah, рахмет. Yeah, сіз қазақша өте әдемі сөйлейсің.
Рахмет. Менің анам қазақ тілі мен әдебиетінен береді, сондықтан сөздік қорым бай.
Мен қазақша жақсы көремін, бірақ менің вокабулария жаман. Мен 50% сөйлеймін, бірақ мен бері түсіндім, бірақ мен 50 немесе 50% сөйлей аламын, вокабулария бар, бірақ мен үйретіп жатырмын вокабулария қазақшада.
Өте жақсы.
Can I ask a question from you?
Yes.
Since what age you started to learn the languages? I just
All languages or Kazakh language?
No, your first language.
English?
No, you know English. It's your mother language, yeah.
My second language.
Yeah.
So I learned German when I was in kindergarten. So
Kindergarten. Yeah.
6 years old, 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah, I
And
heard
then,
that
but I
you
really
are.
started. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry for
I really
interrupting.
started to learn languages when I was 9 years old. That's when I really started to take off with the languages.
we just spent our years to learn English. You said that you are 17 and you already know 27 languages. I'm getting depressed. Like,
Don't feel like that. Don't feel like that. It's okay. I study all day a lot, so it's I have time for that. You know, if you don't have time, it's harder. But you know, for me, I study all day, every day. You know, it's a lot of
yeah,
effort is put in.
you will motivate us.
Thank you. Okay, I have. If anybody has any other questions, then ask now because I have to go on a Zoom call with my brother.
Okay.
Is that okay, Janetki?
Yeah, I think it's fine. Does
Thank
anyone
you.
has any questions? Or if it's not, we can finish speaking with Aybala for now. So we will continue our lesson.
Bye.
Okay, sağ olun.
Bye.
Sağ ol.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye
Rahmet.
bye. Rahmet. Sağ olunuz.
I think it was helpful to speak with a native speaker.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna continue our lesson. In the next lessons, we're gonna learn about hometown and how to describe ourselves in IELTS speaking part. I've created a presentation. So now we're gonna continue our describing a people. Describe a famous people. And in IELTS speaking part 1, part 2, and part 3, we have some questions about, for example, asking what do you like about your personality? What kind of person do you like? Describe a person who you admire, for example. And so we are where we are. So IELTS speaking part 3. For example, in IELTS speaking part 1, they may ask a lot of questions related to this topic, like, do you like your hometown? Do you work or study? For example, do you like flowers? Some kind of questions, and like describe yourself in like 3 words sometimes. And in IELTS speaking part 2, we get some questions for like describing a people and topic. Like you get like two minutes to prepare, and then we will start our speaking. And IELTS speaking part 3, we will continue our conversation with the IELTS examiner, like continue the topic of part 2. For example, we were learning about how to describe people and how to describe their like character, how their personality, and so on. And so in IELTS speaking part 2, for example, they may ask questions, what are the qualities of being popular? For example, here, who wants to read this one? From my perspective, it's kind of like practice. Who wants to read this one? From my perspective, modesty is the most important quality of being popular.
From my perspective, modesty is the most important quality of being popular.
Mhm.
If we fail to stay
Modest.
modest, we become increasingly well known. We may face a lot of troubles and the scandals.
Mhm.
Like if sometimes we are too proud of our performance, it's very likely that we will get mocked or made fun of by the public, and this will also attract more anti-fans.
Мхм. Яғни modesty деген, егер де білмесеңіздер, қарапайымдылық деген сөз. Енді мысалы біз алдында сөздер үйрендік. Бізде speaking part, бізде describing people's like positive character traits, negative personality traits, and also nature personality traits. For example, we learned the phrases of like pleasant, cordial, empathetic, sociable, insightful, imaginative, and also confident, generous, charismatic. And who wants to say with other word, for example, instead of saying modesty, you can say like generous, pleasant, cordial. Who wants to describe that? For example, answer these questions. What is the qualities of being popular? And I'm going to send the words we learned in the past lessons to the group. All right, now I'm going to send this one. I send it to the group. Like, list of words that we learned in the past lessons: pleasant, cordial, empathetic, virtuous, socially, insightful, imaginative, confident, generous, charismatic.
We
And
need to say the definition of these words.
no, you don't have to say the definition of these words. You have to answer the question like, what are the qualities of being popular, for example?
Yeah.
For example, they said modesty, like қарапайымдылық is the most important quality. And I'm gonna like flip this presentation and I'm gonna answer like from my perspective, pleasant, or for example, empathetic is the most important quality of being popular. Who wants to answer? Like changing the word of modesty. түсіндік пе? Мен группаға сөздер жібердім. Біз
Yeah, түсіндік.
иә, modesty-ді ауыстырып, мен ана слайды ауыстырып отырамын, сосын осы жердегі modesty-дің орнына осыларды айтып, сөйлеп көрсеңіздер, кәдімгі жаттығу болады.
Мен мына алдындағы мана жіберген сөздеріңізді білмейді екенмін, бірінші рет қосылып жатыр едім сабаққа.
Pleasant, cordial. For example, мына жерде social деген сөз білесіз бе?
Sociable, it's a active,
Yeah, active person. Yeah, who
Yeah,
talks a lot,
active
like, who
person,
communicates a lot. And you can answer like from my perspective, you can say sociable. Can you try?
okay.
Mhm.
From my perspective,
Social.
I'm being active, sociable.
Yes. You can say that.
Being active is the most important quality of being sociable.
Mhm.
Is it
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Like if someone we are okay. So we're gonna continue this. For example, next question is gonna be like, do you know any popular star who really like helping other people?
Yeah,
For
it's a
Mhm. Who wants to read this answer?
can I read?
Yes, sure.
Angelina Jolie is the first one I think of when talking about a very helpful celebrity. You know, she and her husband adopted like 5 or 6 children from all over the world. She not only wants to give those poor kids a happy family, but also to show her objection against the racism, because some of the kids are European, Asian, and even African.
Yeah, sure.
I know
Sure.
this story.
Yeah. For example, when we are describing people in IELTS speaking part 2 or even part 1, they may ask questions like describing people character. Like in the last lessons, we learned about positive traits, negative traits, and neutral traits, and all the PDF files sent to WhatsApp. So if you want to learn, you can review all of them because there's have like a picture how they're saying, and it was also examples. Okay.
Okay.
So it's very helpful to like describing people because you know when you go to another country you will meet with a lot of like from other countries people, and they will ask you like character, what kind of person do you like, you know, you might talk about the professor's character, you know, so that's why it's really important to knowing like these words, how to describe people. So that's why we added this like presentation, how to describe people and how they talk about their like traits. In the upcoming lessons, we're gonna learn about hometown and accommodation. You know, where do you live and do you work or study, and like how do we describe our like where we're living? For example, IELTS speaking part 1, it's very like popular question. So please join all the lessons we have because it's gonna like very helpful. And as the next question we have like, do you think children should imitate their idols? Come on, who wants to read this example? Any volunteers?
Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, it is good for children to imitate their idols' positive habits like playing sports or some musical instrument. Some celebrities also have very nice personalities, so it doesn't hurt as long as their parents are often at their side to prevent them from being affected by those famous people. I mean, if children are aware of their idols' negative habits like smoking or swearing and stay away from them, it will be fine.
Okay, is there any words that you didn't know? For example, like swearing or like stay away. If you don't know that words, I can describe, like I can give the definition.
Yeah, I didn't know like just one word. It's swearing. Swearing.
Swearing деген ол жаман сөздер сөйлеу, боқ ауыз сөз сөйлеу деген. Yeah. Like as long as деген сөзге қосатын болсаңыздар, мысалы мына жерде айтқан where we are like some celebrities also wear personalities so it doesn't hurt as long as your parents are often on their side. As long as олар personality ненің қасында болғаны ата-анасының қасында болса deyip тұрғанда as long as your parents. For example, you can say, okay, you will go to the party as long as you arrive at, for example, 11 p.m., for example. Немесе 11 a.m. Мысалы, бір нені айтасыздар? Окей, мен саған назарды беремін, окей, мынасын жасай аласың, бірақ сен осындай нәрсе жасау керексің деген секілді. Сол кезде as long as you're деген қолданамыз. Now, swearing деген жаман сөз сөйлеу. Okay, what influences do popular stars have on teenagers? Who wants to read this one? Any volunteers? We have
Popular stars are usually idols of a lot of teenage children, so they are very likely to imitate their idols' words or behavior. So if these stars behave in an ill-mannered way, it may negatively affect teenagers' behavior and they may want to do the same. By contrast, if those well-known figures stay modest and nice to people, so may the teenagers.
Okay, is there any words that you didn't know?
Yeah.
Okay, everything's fine, okay? So it's a sample we have. Here we have pleasant, cordial, empathetic, virtuous, sociable, insightful, imaginative, but we learn in the first lesson how to describe positive human traits. And so we have sample here. For example, you have to choose this one, like one word, and you have to speak by using this structure. For example, there are various famous personalities around the world, but the one whom I find interesting is insightful.
Sorry for interrupting. Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
We have a lesson right now. So we are going to leave this lesson.
You have IELTS lesson, right? With another teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, is everyone's leaving?
Just there is just 3 or 2 people from my group.
Okay, you can leave. I will send the recording today of today's lesson.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, sure. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Is others staying here? Asit Hanım, Marjan Hanım?
Yes.
We're gonna continue that. So you students are joining in the past lessons, right? You were joining. I guess we know these words like charismatic, dreary, aggressive, and also like cordial and pathetic. For example, in this sample, in IELTS speaking part 2, they may ask question like, please describe a celebrity or describe a person who you adore, for example, who adore who you're like admire. For example, you can say like, for example, sometimes I want to describe my teacher, like also like my mentor. For example, I can say, there are various famous personalities around the world, but whom I find interesting is my teacher, Saya. She is the best, for example, мына жерден сөз аламыз. Қайсысына келеді мысалы? Insightful person I have ever seen. I came to know about her from the first day that I met at university. She's my biggest idol because she's very charismatic. I have become her loyal fan since then. I really like the way she talks and confidently speaks. To my admiration, for example, you can please describe one of the persons that you know, and you can describe your sons or daughter or yourself. For example, I can describe myself as a charismatic person, and you can use these words like is beloved for her good personality too. Okay, who wants to try? Сұрақ қояйыншы, мына жердегі сөздің барлығын біз естісімізде ме, әлде оқыдыңыздар ма үйге тапсырма берілгеннен кейін? Pleasant, cordial, and
Yeah,
Ben katılmadım aldığında. Aldığım sınıfta katılmadım.
who wants to describe this? Who wants to talk about this? Using this.
Just choose
Example.
one of your famous, your favorite famous personality. It could be an actor, or a singer, dancer, whoever it is. And you should describe about this person.
Want to try? Even you can describe yourself, for example. I can find a character interesting because I'm kind of like social person, for example. Sometimes I might get insightful, but I came to know about myself when I turned 18, for example. Because of that, my admiration, you can add those words. If you're struggling, please say so, because we will help to like solve this problem. Okay, is everyone wants to say in one sentence, just say one of the words in here. For example, I'm a social person, and answer why you're a social person. Do you like your social ability, for example? Choose one word and speak like 2 or 3 sentences.
about us, yeah.
Yes, about yourself, for example, if you're struggling to describe other people.
Okay. I will try. There are various famous personalities around the world, but the one who I find interesting is my favorite singer, my favorite blogger, Fariza. And she is the best insightful person because I found her posts very motivating. And I came to know about her from the social networking site, Instagram. And he's my biggest. She is my biggest idol because
blogger, for example. She is my biggest blogger. Yes.
She's my biggest blogger because I found her profile page very
insightful, very interesting.
Yeah, insightful, and insightful, and imaginative.
We can also describe like pleasant, because you know, if something is pleasant, you can use it for like pages or describing something, you know. Pleasant character or personal pleasant.
I have become your loyal fan since then. I really like the way she explains. We should use these words there. I really like
the way. Other words too. How long? Can I ask a question? How long have you been following to her Instagram profile? You know.
For about a year.
I have been following to her Instagram.
I have been following her Instagram for about a year, and I really like the way she explains about positive thinking,
Mm-hmm.
about the psychology, and to my admiration. Uh, sh- she explains how to be confident,
Generous.
sociable,
Uh-huh.
and virtuous. And,
Mm-hmm.
she's beloved for her good. She is beloved for her good personality too. And, she's known to all her fans for her
Generosity, for example. Or yes,
what
interactions. For example, she is known to all of her fans for her generosity because sometimes she gives like home to other people, also like cars I have seen on her Instagram profile. I think she's very insightful person who I have followed on Instagram too, and I like the way she talks about how to talk with people and sometimes psychologist things. Who wants to describe herself? Thank you very much. It was like very good try. You spoke very well.
Okay, thank you.
Who wants to try next? Jansaya Hanım, Sel Hanım. You can even describe yourself, for example, using these words. And I will ask some kind of like follow-up questions. Okay, can I ask a question using these words? Do you consider yourself as a social person? Asel Hanım, Marjan Hanım. Do you consider yourself as a sociable person?
No.
Why?
Because I don't like okay, I'm not a talkative.
Okay.
I'm not the talkative, and I don't like talk too much.
What is the opposite word of extrovert? We learned in the
Introvert.
yes. For example, when I ask you a question about do you consider yourself as a social person, you might answer like I am
Introvert.
introverted. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. How do you feel confident often? Do you feel often confident about yourself, about your abilities, about your work, for example?
Yes, I feel myself very confident in my work because I know I know very good my work.
Okay. Do you often get aggressive for others? Do you know the word aggressive? Aggressive. Yes. Do you often get aggressive to other people?
I'm not aggressive to other people because I don't like because maybe I'm not aggressive.
Okay.
I don't like.
Do you like empathetic people? Do you like empathetic individuals in your life?
Sure. Yes, I like empathetic people because they're very they're feeling my my mood maybe.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for trying.
And
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. You know all the words like translation in Kazakh language or Russian, right? Pleasant, cordial, empathetic, virtuous, sociable. Okay. If you don't know, you have to continue. We have to repeat all the PDF files that I sent on WhatsApp. Is there any volunteers? Ravshan Hanım.
мұғалім мысалы негативный нелер бар ғой мысалы тедиус деген ше джейри деген анау оларға мына жердегі описаниялар келмейді ғой, типа олар біздің андай айдолымыз емес қой енді ше. Мысалы осындай бір қызықты адамды көрдім, андай темный киіп жүреді, отличаться етеді деп ше, андай
иә
акцент деген сияқты. Соларды қалай пайдаланамыз мына жерде андай типа отличаться ететін тексттер ғой. Ал
Окей.
ол кісіге
Бұл жерде қараңыз, мына жерде біз былай беріліп қойған осы answer, like бұны жаттауларыңыз қажет емес. Өйткені біз бірінші сабақта present simple соларды қайталадық емес пе? Past simple, past continuous, иә? Мысалы, бірден сұрақ қойып жатырық та, мысалы, do you often get aggressive? Бұл қай шақта қойылып тұр, мысалы, бұл сұрақ. Do you often get aggressive? Деген сұрақ. Present simple, present continuous, қайсысында?
present simple.
Yeah, do you often get aggressive, right? So you should answer this question like, I don't get aggressive often because in my life, for example, if you get aggressive as often, you can answer like, I often get aggressive. I have to admit that because in my life, there are so many things happening to my life, and you can continue this words like currently I was doing, for example, in the past form, and now I'm doing some kind of like crazy jobs. So you can answer these questions like very aggressive by using these words, but you don't have to like just remember all the sentences like I'm gonna say this word, and after this one I'm gonna say like I have become, and I have to say like is beloved for her good personality. It's just kind of like descriptions that you might speak faster. So can I ask a question? Asiyet Hanım, who was speaking?
Yes.
Okay, I think Shansaya Hanım was speaking, right?
Айтып көрейін ба?
Yeah. I ask you questions. Okay, let's imagine you're on speaking IELTS part 1. For example, they may ask question like charismatic. Okay. Do you consider yourself as a charismatic person?
Charismatic person. Yes, I know. She is blogger Sabira. She's so charismatic and imaginative person. She's the best blogger who I know, and I came to know about her from the social media in Instagram. Sabira is my biggest blogger because she бұл жерге типа андай жақсылықтар жасайды деген секілді. She a generous person.
Yeah, she's very generous person.
Generous person. She use charity. Use ғой. Қалай еді?
For example, мысалы сіз оны Instagram'дан қарасаңыз, былай айтсаңыз болады. By seeing her Instagram stories and posts, I can say that she's a very empathetic person. Because her virtuous works that she do for people are very generous. For example, by describing things, you don't have to use these words only for people. You can use words for example, pleasant atmosphere, pleasant character, or something like pleasant things that you do. And for example, you can say this word like tedious work, for example. You might even describe your work like as aggressive, my work sometimes often get aggressive, and I don't like that because in my working area, so many people
honor
are...
is my honor is ruthless десек те болады, иә? My boss is ruthless. Then I really dislike my job. But some of people in my job are aggressive деп.
Yeah, қараңыз. Енді сіз айтып жатқанда my boss is aggressive, мысалы my boss is mischievous, ruthless деп айтатын болсаңыз, ол қатал түрде айтылған болады да, кәдімгі 100% деген секілді. Ал сіз айтатын болсаңыз, I think my boss gets sometimes ruthless.
Ruthless.
Кейде менің бастығым не болып кетеді, ruthless болып кетеді. Темені бастығы агрессив болып кетеді. Алайда, мысалы, for example, you can say, my boss often gets aggressive, but I have seen her charismatic character all the time. I know she gets aggressive because of her tones of work, and she's also a very confident person, so that's why she might want to control all of the people that in her company, for example, by using those words. Is there any volunteers who hasn't spoken? Who hasn't spoken enough? Roshan Khanum. Thank you for trying. Is next-
саламатсызбы мен жаңа ғана кірдім шамалы танысам
Okay, I'm just gonna ask you questions about your personality, and you have to answer, okay? So
I try.
Roshan Khanum. Okay. Now we're gonna start our speaking part, IELTS speaking part 1, and the first question is, do you consider yourself as an imaginative person?
Yes, sort of, because I get sometimes very imaginative
Okay.
when I found myself imaginative when I feel I'm scared.
Mm-hmm.
Қорыққан кезде бірдеңелерді елестетіп
When
аламын.
I'm scared, I get imaginative. Okay.
Yes.
When was the last time you used your imagination? For example, you can answer when I was cooking, for example, I imagined how the cake would be and so on.
Mhm.
In IELTS speaking, you have to find imaginative things that you have to answer because time runs so fast and you have to speak
Mhm.
very a lot of vocabulary words and also having a good accent also without any grammar errors. So they might ask questions like, when was the last time you used your imagination?
Mhm. The last time when I used my imagination, it was yesterday when I draw with my children some pictures.
Mm-hmm. What did you
And,
draw?
We draw the picture of nature and the perfect nature. We draw some rainbow and the sunny day, the summer sunny day, and so many things like trees, river, grass, etc.
How did it turn out?
The final picture was very remarkable, and my children were very glad and pleasant of our work, total work.
Okay. Are they going to present all the pictures to other people?
No, we haven't yet. We haven't done this yet.
Okay. Thank you for trying. I think today's lesson was helpful. In the next lesson, we're gonna learn about hometown, about describing your houses. Where do you live and how your house located. In IELTS speaking part, it's really very common topic. So I guess today's our lesson is over because we have other lessons after this lesson. So I hope you like it. If you have any suggestions to improve this speaking club, you can say so. We will help to work on that. Is there any volunteers who wants to speak? Did you like the part of speaking with Native American girl, So in the upcoming classes, we can ask her for many times if she wants to, and we'll arrange lessons very interesting in a interesting way.
I want to say in our IELTS lessons,
Mm-hmm.
Dana, yes, Dana, teacher,
Mhm.
She divided us into groups.
Mm.
Maybe you do this because it's how I короче, это как быстро еще мы много разговариваем друг с другом. Я
Ah,
думаю,
It will
наверное,
be
это
more
хорошо.
productive.
yeah, it
Huh?
will be more
It will be
productive.
more productive. I
Yeah.
think so.
They
Мгм.
divided you for group mates, right?
Да, прям здесь же на сессионные эти группы она нас кидает, раскидывает. Это хорошо, мне кажется. Что
Okay.
вас.
Mhm. I
Ну,
got it.
одну тему дайте нам, в сумме сулисивереміз, да?
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, we'll practice.
Вначале, чтобы вы нам сказали все как есть, потом нас на группы разделите и вот так разговаривать, потом в другую тему говорить. Ну, чтобы тоже заходили на каждую группу и тоже следили за нами. Не знаю, так как-то.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
Okay, we'll practice this one in the next lesson.
Thank you very much for joining our today's lesson.
Do you have any suggestion about topics which we could discuss?
Все хорошо, спасибо.
No,
Понравилось?
thank you.
Ага.
Okay.
Okay.
I think today's lesson was interesting, okay? Thank you so much for
Ага,
joining.
thank you.
Thank you. Was поддержишь, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.
See you next time.
Goodbye.